YouTube. Damn.
He's sweaty.
Sweaty as hell. Oh shit. YouTube, welcome back with another video. I know it's been a minute. I ain't gonna hold you. Gabe and I. That boy just appeared out of nowhere. Gabe and I just ran up 2 combos because I'm teaching at a school tomorrow. And ran up 2 combos, one for one level, one for another level. I ain't gonna lie. The first combo we did, I kid you not, I laid in my bed for what I tell you, like an hour.
He said he was going for like an hour.
While I was sick, I was nauseous. I'm not gonna tell y'all why. Laid in that bed thinking about this combo, how it's gonna start, and I finally got that done. Right? We did that in like what 40 minutes?
What
The first combo, like 40 minutes.
around like what 1:30?
Yeah, I got you at like
Here, like at 2.
1:30. Got here like 1:40, 1:45. Ran that up for like 40 minutes. You know, just it was definitely a little bit more technical. And then we just finished up this combo, and that took about maybe 20, 25 minutes, not even. But we've literally made we made what? What was that other thing that I made with you?
Oh, that one.
What was that, like 4 counts of 8?
That was like 4 counts of it.
I can make 4 counts of 8 off the top in like 10 minutes, which is good.
Oh yeah, that one video. It was literally like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That we did.
So, you know, I don't think I really see. Yeah, I need a shave. I ain't gonna lie. This is getting treacherous. But needless to say, a lot has been happening in life. You know what I'm saying? For the both of us, actually.
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. But yeah, I was just telling my boy, I was like, yo, I feel like I definitely need to get back on this choreo grind. I think, you know, I've been hibernating, taking looks at what other people got, and not taken away from, because you know you always want to give credit where credit's due. Let's be real here, right? But I think I've been like so pushed to like just create stuff that I literally, bro, I used to sit in my room and just think about choreo and then be like, damn, who's gonna learn it? People don't mess with me like that, you know? But no, I think I'm in a different season of life where it's like, bruh, whether half my day is spent like running around, we're literally in my gym right now where I be so me, I gotta get back into it, which, bruh, this man's literally what, 10 minutes away?
Yeah, 10 minutes away.
This man is 10 minutes away. I called my man and said, yo, pull up. Got something to get off my chest. Boom, we here. Literally, in the span of 30 minutes, I get it off. And yeah. I really don't know what the rest of the day is going to hold. I'm not going to hold you, because I did not only my cardio for the day, but I already did my workout this morning. So, yeah,
Is
bro.
there a possible birthday tonight?
Birthday?
Yeah. Would you be down?
Who birthday?
It's the homie Kenny's. It's over at a bar.
Ooh,
If you want.
fuck. See, the thing is,
Your boy ain't gonna be drinking. Your boy's
no,
on a budget.
I know, because even I wouldn't, but the thing is I know I got to go to bed early tonight.
Oh yeah, you teach.
I teach at 9:15.
Oh, you teach tomorrow. Oh,
Tomorrow
okay.
morning. I teach at 9:15, and where this place is, I'd have to go to bed at like 11.
Well, I say 11 o'clock. But... Bro, I used to go to school with someone that.
And I have an audition literally right after. So I need all the sleep I could get. I ain't gonna lie. All the sleep, freaking from there, drive up, get me either coconut water on the way up. Bro, why did a can of coconut water this big, extra coconut,
Inflation
cost me $3.15?
Inflation gang, they pricing that shit up. 'Cause they
Damn.
know what's good for you.
Real good, boy. That thing low-key locked me in when I was sick.
Coconut water is fucking crazy.
It's good for me. Just
Bro, I could drink one thing and hold me entire for the morning. I'll be chill for the whole
You know
day.
what I want? I want to go to an island and just raw coconut, just ka. Raw coconut.
Bro, straight from the trees.
Straight from the trees,
Boom.
bro. Straight from the island. Yeah, bro, let's just go kick it or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say that on vlog, but you know, today is one day, the next day is another day. Fast forward, right? We making. I know it looks like I got a lot of stuff here. We making smashed potatoes, right? With asparagus. You know, gotta have an avocado and tiki masala, ground turkey. Okay, so it's really rewind. It's really ground turkey tiki masala with smashed potatoes, asparagus, and avocado. And with that, you know, you always gotta have your vegetables. You know, red onions. You know, chop open like some red onions. I really don't need the sweet onions actually. Give me a sec. But you try and get at least all your vegetables in there. I really like putting spinach in here in the meal. And speaking of spinach, I'm gonna go ahead and season this mug for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not too much because tiki masala already got a lot of seasoning. But really, I'm gonna be honest. I've realized that when I am not angry, hungry, and I haven't eaten all day, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's really not the best for nobody, right? Because I think I have a short fuse, but I mean, you're gonna be hungry, and you're gonna be angry when you're hungry, right? Right? Isn't that like a fact or something? Like, I wouldn't want to mess with, a girl if she was hungry. Yeah, I just kind of, I just did this choreography. I haven't eaten all day. I've only had a protein shake and a muffin. And now this is a pound of ground turkey that's going to go straight to the dome, to the stomach, because it's already 6 o'clock. This is going to be my only meal for the day. After this, I got to shave so I don't look like a bum. Okay? Now, I really want y'all to pay attention because shaving, takes off years. I go from looking like I'm 25, 26 to looking back to I'm 20 years old. No BS. No bullshit. So, this is like my little time where I cook. I feel like, okay, like I could really, chef things together. I'm getting my slight carbs. I gotta eat all these potatoes because they about to go bad. So, I'm getting my carbs for the day, but I'm also getting my protein for the day. This whole thing is like 130 pounds. See? That's crazy. It's like 130 grams of protein, plus the protein shake I had today, which is about 25. So I get 150. I actually, guess, drum roll, weigh 190 pounds. So that's about enough. I'm also cutting. I'm getting my what the hell going? I'm getting my vegetables at the end of the day too. So everything is getting worked out. You feel me? I need to wash these. I need to do a lot of things, so let me get some things moving, and then let's check back up with y'all. For real. No lie, literally, no lie. I had asparagus in there. I definitely forgot about it. Definitely burnt. Which is cool. It is what it is. Dang, I told her I was gonna be done by 7 o'clock too. Right? Anyways, so that got burnt. I'm not eating that. But everything else came out. Now, when y'all see this portion, just know it's only one meal today. And this isn't even all the ground beef or all the potatoes, actually. So, scale back. But as you see right here, I literally just put this avocado. And don't mind the chair. I have to get, what's it called? A coffee table soon. And some other things. But, 1 month in, don't trip. You got your potatoes. I was trying to do smashed potatoes. That actually didn't work. I guess I'll revisit another time. And it started making a mess everywhere. And I already know I got to mop my floors. So You know what I'm saying? You got the mashed potatoes. You got tikka masala with peppers, red onions, and spinach. Get every nutrient you can. And then you got the avocado on top. Now, I think I need to figure out what I'm going to watch for real. Because, like, I would watch One Piece. But at the same time, I just got to see what's on YouTube. Because, like, I've been watching YouTube, like, OD. Ever since I stopped watching anime and stuff. So I might just watch that.
Is there a gun
That's
region that's not console game?
well, and that's pretty much it. To be honest, that might be my day today. Actually, Cap, that's not it because I'm gonna show you the major difference from when it is me with a beard on and me without a beard. How many years I shave off? Honest to God, because I think it should be studied. Maybe it shouldn't. I'm making this too much about me. Maybe I'm not, but let me chow this down, and we're gonna catch up with y'all. Hopefully there's something good on YouTube, because I ain't gonna lie, I need something good. So, we fresh out the shower. Cool. Yeah, right? And as I'm about to get ready to shave, I think I want to talk about it now, or maybe a little later. I don't know. See, I was hit with a question that was on. That's crazy. You can see me right there too. I was hit with a question on YouTube in one of my comments about like my last video or maybe the video before that. And it's a homie I went to high school with actually. And it says, yo, Alex, would you ever talk about bullying and your dance experience in your teen years? Let a content gang. First of all, appreciate you, brother. I hope everything's going well. You know, everything in that case, in that sense. Now, give me 2 seconds, actually. I'm just going to throw this shirt on. I know it's dirty. I know I just showered. But I mixed things around, actually, because I was doing a whole bunch of things. So this shirt is really just a cover. Like, it's going to the, what's it called? The laundry after. But when it comes about, when we're talking about, like, when I was younger, I think it was very different. I think, you know, being in spaces that aren't predominantly my color, I think it was very interesting to navigate. I think at a young age, I have ADHD, whoopee. And back when I was, you know, in my teen years, I also had depression because of these things. You know, the bullying, you know, racist things, you know. This is Florida. You know what I'm saying? Florida is what Florida is. And I think throughout my time, especially from what I can remember, especially middle school, that's kind of when everything started. I just, you know, I didn't feel seen, for long story short. I felt like I constantly had to prove myself to people that I didn't need to prove to, but I had to prove to in order to just to get the slightest opportunity. And I'm not going to throw names, or I'm not going to mention places or people or situations like that, because I've grown past it. I mean, I'm in a way different position of life. You know, at the end of the day, I don't hate anybody. Hate is a very strong word. I wish everybody the best and what they're doing and however they're getting through life and everything. I just know that individuals made my life very hard, but it shaped me into who I am today and how I learn and grow and navigate certain things, from microaggressions to talking, you know, shit behind my back, learning body language, learning how to navigate conversations, how to be honest. I think there's a lot of things. A lot of people just said things just to make me feel good, and at the time I was very sensitive. Yes, and that also was a trigger word for me. So, you know, I was just very sensitive all the time. So, like, somebody could literally be like, Alex, you suck. Like, you're not going to get that part. And especially during middle school, I'd be like, oh, snap. Like, dang. And I feel like at the time, especially middle school, I didn't really have anybody that was, like, really pushing me to be my best. Like, I had my family and everything, but I never really had a solid friend group. All throughout middle school and really like I never had a solid friend group. Like people that I'm, bro. We've been, you know what I'm saying. I got individuals that I'm close with. You know what I'm saying, that I've met throughout my life. You know, shouts out to all y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. But yeah, it was. And it's funny because I don't really like reflect back on it at all because I'm like I said, I built myself to be so far past that. You know, I know how to treat people. I used to treat people the way you want to be treated, but then I had to go into treat people the way they treat you. And, you know, it kind of fluctuates within that. You know, I'm always going to enter a conversation with respect. I think everybody deserves to be respected, to be treated with kindness, you know, care, honesty, truth. And I don't lie to nobody, but, you know, like I said, I think, you know, middle school was really hard for me. Just trying to navigate, you know, in middle school, you're going to, you know, have friends, you know, you go through puberty and stuff like that. So, you know, everything is extra hard. You know, everybody's trying to figure something out. And yeah, that's really when everything started for me. People who I thought had my back never had my back. You know, I had to go to other friend groups. And I'm also a homebody, as y'all could see. So, you know, I was sheltered as a kid. You know, I was either busy with dance or my people's, like my parents, you know, they didn't want me to go to no party or, you know, do that. I didn't do sleepovers growing up. Somebody want to hang out, they would come to my house. You know, I had those type of parents, which shout out to y'all, for real. Because like I said, that shapes me to, you know, I never got in trouble. I never was with the wrong crowd. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a time when people were doing the vaping and stuff like that. Everybody thought I was a narc because I didn't do it. And because I wasn't at that party. So everybody thought I was snitching. But I was like, yo, bro, I was literally just watching WWE or Live PD last night. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. You see what I'm saying? But everything was always thrown onto me. When people at my age could not take accountability was not in their vocabulary. What was in their vocabulary is Alex. So everything got shifted to me. There's a situation that happened my freshman year of high school. People thought I did it, or I was the one that snitched or called this person out and stuff like that. That wasn't even me. To this day, people still think it's me. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, I had to build myself throughout time. And, you know, like I said, I met like certain individuals like throughout my life that I'm still close with, especially from high school, that like I know got my back through it all. I was just talking to my homeboy, you know, the other day. Shout out to my boy Corey. You know, like that's my brother. Like we across the country, but that's still my brother at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't have that respect that he had for me. You feel me? So yeah, I think because I don't feel like, you know, it's kind of hard to talk about it because it's so distant in my past, but I went through a lot. A lot of people don't know that. I went through a lot, and I'm not going to go into detail, specific details, because like I said, I grew past that, but I wanted everybody to succeed, and nobody wanted me to succeed type of thing. And, you know, I had to go out my way to find my mentors and find people that truly care and support about me, wanted to see the best in me, saw potential in me, poured that love and energy into me. Like I had to go out and find that because I felt like I was trapped the whole time. And I'm going to say it once and I'm going to say it again. I'm not going to go into detail about names, people, places, situations. I'm not going to go into detail with all that because like I said, I moved so far past that in my life. But I know that all that shaped me to be in the position that I am today. And a lot of people, you know, will try and take credit for certain things, for certain positions that I'm in. But I just have to, you know, remain humble and tell them, yo, remember this happened. You know what I'm saying? Remember when I tried to call something out and then you flipped it and just said I was sensitive, but you tried to mask that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Remember that. Because I had to live with that. But living with that brought me to be here. I'm able to sit with myself at the end of the day and be chilling and stay out of trouble and stay at the mix and be in front and be confident to whether, damn, I'm really supposed to be shaving right now, but it's okay. I'm going to be in bed by, what time is it? 9:42. I'm going to be in bed by before 11 because I got to be up at 6:30. But yeah, a lot of people will run and take credit, but I know who gets what credit because I had to sit back and observe and watch everybody just try and manipulate me or did manipulate me, take advantage of me. I say this, like, oftentimes I was the only one lifting. I wasn't really put to dance a lot. I was put to lift because, bro, I was the strongest person in the freaking room. Literally. That's why my back is so freaking. Well, you can't really see right now, but that's literally why because I just was lifting ever since middle school, lifting girls. To my chest in middle school, to above my head by high school. I was put into that position, and a lot of things that I was, doing, that was my thing. Oh, Alex, you could lift. Oh, dang. So, we're not going to talk about anything else I could do? I'm over here, ballet tap, jazz, modern, contemporary, hip hop, acro, ballroom, not ballroom, Latin. I'm doing all these different things, and all I'm being seen is the person lifting. That was something that I have to rewind people and look at the tapes, look at all that. You see me lifting, you see me in the back. When I know the people that are in the front don't give anybody in the room the amount of respect that I give. Like it just threw me. I was like, how are you putting people in the front that actively disrespect other people, cause issues, cause problems, cause all these things, but you're gonna put the people that actively respect people, treat people with so much care, affection, and want to push people to be the best version of themselves in the back. That's what I had to live with for years. And like I said, if individuals want to have conversation with me about it, like, cool. But I'm not the person to just run up and be like, yo, you remember this? Like, you remember when you treated me like this? You remember when you did this? Because that would be just pulling. That's like beating a dead horse. Like, I'm cool off that. You know what I'm saying? I don't use my page or anything to, call people out because, like I said, like, in the most respectful way, I see how people are, a lot of those people are. Actually, let me not go there. Oh my gosh. Let me not go there, but all I'm going to say is, long story short, my dance experience was interesting, but I transformed things, especially when my Nike thing came out. Everybody acted like they knew me, they helped me, they pushed me and stuff like that, but that was literally when that thing happened. Now everybody wanted to be my friend. Now everybody wanted to work with Alex. Now everybody wanted to talk to me. Now everybody wanted to be around me, say that they know me. Oh my gosh, I know the kid that's getting sponsored by Nike. Oh my gosh, I'm cool with him. Oh my gosh, I know him. He follows me. He liked my thing. Oh my gosh, let me invite him to this. Let me invite him to that. Like, I'm in the classroom. I'm like, bro, why is everybody looking at me like, oh, they cool with me. Like, they my best friend. When the day before, nobody even cared about anything I was doing. They cared about other specific individuals I am not naming. But I was like, what? Now everybody wants to put me in a piece and show me off more because now I'm in, the news stories. I'm in like 3 different news channels. I'm on Dance Magazine, Dance Spirit. I'm on all over Nike's page, on their website, on their YouTube, on their Instagram. I'm getting blasted everywhere. Now everybody wants to say they know me. And I was like, wait, what? That was like my ounce of fame. And that's when I knew how quick everybody was to switch up. And I looked around and I said, oh. And I remember sitting down with my parents and I was like, Ma, like, everybody acts like they know me now. Or everybody acts like they cared about me. And they had this type of position in my life. And they're like, that's what happens. That's how quick it happens. And as soon as that happened, COVID came, COVID shut everything down. And like I said, the same thing that happened the day before the Nike thing dropped is the same thing that happened as soon as COVID happened. Nobody cared. And it went back to that. And so I had to literally look at myself and be like, yo, I'm watching everybody be handed things that they, in my eyes, in my terms, like I said, that are disrespecting, don't give a damn about nobody in the most selfish way. I'm seeing them being handed things that they don't, in my words, in my technical terms, deserve. Truthfully, if you ask like 100 people, yo, you see how this person's acting? Do you think they deserve it? They gonna say no. I'm watching people just being given handed that, and I'm sitting here like, yo, I'm working so hard, but nobody gives a damn. And that's how I knew from that moment, I'm working for every single opportunity and trying to make as many opportunities as I can, because I'm looking at my younger self like, dang, bro, it was all worth it. Them late nights, you was crying because, nobody cares about you and nobody supports you and nobody really wants to see you win, and you know what I'm saying, like everybody just turned their back on you, whether it's at my studio or at school or wherever the case may be. I was like, look at where you are now. I push myself now for my younger self, because I know for what my younger self endured and what I went through mentally, I'd be doing myself a disservice now if I stopped and I said, you know what, I'm done. I could never. That's like turning my back to my younger self. After all I went through, and you really think I'm gonna stop? Yeah, I can't. People ask me what keeps me going, and especially something like that. That's what keeps me going. It's really my younger self. And I had this conversation with somebody. I really can't remember. It's late. But I was like, yeah, my younger self keeps me going. Because I know for what I went through, which a lot of people don't know, because when I was younger, I was very guarded. I didn't tell people like my mental, my personal stuff like that. I kept it, if I had a book, 100 pages, I would have told everybody the first 3. My closest one, maybe 10. That's it. A lot of people don't know really like what I went through. They just saw me put a smile in front of everybody's face and just keep it pushing. And then when I got really like focused, everybody thought I was going through it. But nobody saw me actually go through it. And it's cool. Because look where I am now, man. Because I don't know if my younger self could really, be like, yo, you about to live in LA. Be in front of all these people, all these auditions, meet all these people. Like, it's crazy where life can bring you. And through all that, this is literally 17, for reference, I just talked for 17 minutes straight. Because I don't really, get up front and talk too much about my past, because like I said, I'm really far past it now, and I used to think my past was always in my present, so I just really struggled with that. But now, and I also thought I was living in a circle, but life moves on, and yeah, that's the longest answer I think I've ever given somebody on a video. But we're also, starting to come up. So that's the long answer to your question, my boy. Life will take you through some very unexpected places, mentally, physically, spiritually, and it's how you go about it. Life is so everybody's rich because they have a life. Once that's taken away from you, it's not as valuable. I think life is really the most valuable thing that anybody could have. Because you can't buy a life. Remember that. Everybody's wealthy, and however you identify like being rich and being wealthy, you know, you pick and choose on that. But as long as you have life, you're rich. Honestly. Because a lot of people are losing their life. See what I'm saying? If y'all, want a Q&A or any more questions to ask me, just shoot them in the comments or DM me, whatever the case may be. I'm open to answering questions. I feel like, curiosity is what brings us to further places. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna keep going in life. Appreciate y'all for watching this video. I know it was like from dancing to cooking, which now it's to answering this long question. Very all over the place. But hey, for y'all watching the video, y'all know how this thing goes. Y'all know how this thing rolls. Appreciate y'all for watching the video. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. These next couple of days into this weekend are going to be very long. So I'm honestly going to like pick up the camera every single day. We're going to see how it works. We're going to see what gets vlogged, what doesn't get vlogged. This, that, third, that. And yeah, appreciate y'all. Deuces.